Good morning, everyone. So wonderful to see each and every one of you. So yeah, like I said, I'm Erika Botha, and I'm here from Krugersdorp. And such a privilege. I'm volunteering for Open Doors. I've been going, I think, about 3 years or so, just sharing what we are about and to the call for prayer. That's why I'm here, it's the call for prayer. Just an indication, I was here about 2 years ago. Who has signed up or knows about Open Doors? So just to know how much I need to talk about it and how much okay, quite a few, but quite a few that does not know about Open Doors. So I'm just going to quickly, before I share about our focus is Sub-Saharan Africa today. But Open Doors, who are they? It's an organization that's been there for 70 years. And it started with Brother Andrew, and he was he's a Dutch guy that God gave a calling for the persecuted church. He was in Poland, and when he was there, he realized the church feels they've been forgotten, the persecuted church. So God put a call on him to say, pack your little Volkswagen and take Bibles and go beyond the borders of the Iron Curtain. And So he will pack his little Volksie, and then when he gets to the border, he will pray. He says, Lord, you're the God that can open blind eyes to see. I'm asking you now for open eyes to be blind. And time again, he would cross that border without being caught with those Bibles. And he could go to the persecuted church. You can read his booklet, like there's chases with KGB agents, and it's like very exciting stuff actually. But so he was really amazing in terms of he just dedicated his whole life, and so the organization started there and it grew. So like we said, it's now 70 years, and we're in all countries, all the Americas, Asia, Africa, all over. We are not a mission organization. We are called to take hands with the persecuted church. And that means different things. So we do a world watch list every year, and then we do a map that those that signed up will know about the map. So it's from October 2023 till September 2024, the statistics. They go into all these various countries, and then they hear from those that's on the ground, experiencing, documenting things that's happening, and they take the statistics from there. So it's most likely that there's even more things happening than what we are aware of, but they only take things that's really documented and confirmed. So I just want to show you the map. I'm leaving the map with you guys, that when you pray, even the one that I handed you out, this little pamphlet, inside the map is there as well to take home with. So, but I'll show you quickly. So this is the map, and so the red areas is where the persecution is extreme. The orange is where it's very high, and the yellow is high. So it's a colorful picture we've got here. So like we say, if you saw the slide, it says there's 380 Christians being persecuted worldwide. That relates to 1 in 7 Christians that's actually getting persecuted in some form. Some of them with their lives, some of them in prison, some of them just losing their livelihood, houses being burnt, needing to stay in camps, or some of just like feeling the pressure, like at schools or at work, and really being sidetracked because of being a Christian. So leaving the map that you can pray for, continue praying as I leave here. So Sub-Saharan Africa. So we look at the map of Sub-Saharan Africa. You'll see it's 46 countries that makes up Sub-Saharan Africa. And in 25 of them, we have extreme, severe, or high persecutions as Christians. So number 2 on our world watch list. So number 1 is Korea, North Korea. As you know, it's been on the watch list for a long time. They estimate about 400,000 Christians to be in North Korea. And Open Doors actually has an outreach where they've got a radio station where they broadcast into North Korea, and there's actually people that get saved by listening to the radio programs. So that's amazing, and some of them have actually crossed the borders and then go into China and get Bible, they get studies in the Bible, convert to Christianity, and actually goes back to North Korea to bring the message. So a country that we need to keep praying for continuously. But then number 2 on this list is in Africa, and that is Somalia. Number 5 is Sudan. Eritrea, number 6. Nigeria, number 7. And you'll read there's Mali, Burkina Faso, the Central African Republic, Chad, and others, including also Mozambique. 400 kilometers from here, we've got Mozambique, where there's a lot of persecution and things happening there as well. So we can drive there today, but so we need to be vigilant. And there has been, I just heard on the news, like last week, I think, a guy that said he wants to start a party in eThekwini or somewhere here in South Africa, where he wants to start the party to say Sharia laws come into, like that's what his party is going to stand for. So there's been petitions against that. There is people saying, listen, you've got a history of violence and stuff. But the fact is there's those rumors that's starting even here in South Africa. So church, we need to be praying and be awake and know that we're talking about the persecuted church, but we are the church. There's only one church. And that's what the word also says, that if one body part hurts, the whole church is hurting. And we need to be together. And maybe you have experienced some persecution in some sorts. Like I know from people in working places or workplaces or schools, sometimes it's there. So we need to keep our eyes on Jesus. And that's the call for this church, the call from the Church of Africa, and why we are focusing on Sub-Saharan Africa during this Persecution Sunday, which is worldwide. We're having the Persecution Sunday today. Is because the church in Africa feels like those guys that was behind the Iron Curtain. They feel forgotten. They say all of this is happening. There's 16 million Christians that's been displaced from their homes, and we don't see it in their homes, on the news. We don't see it. We're not aware of it, and they say we've been forgotten. And we as a church come together and say you're not forgotten. So there will be a call for a petition. There's a call for prayer today. I want to, just in terms of terrorism, so the thing that makes it so hard in Sub-Saharan Africa is the political and the economic things that's happening. But before I get there, I'm just going to show you a video, the call to Persecution Sunday. Separate them from the love of Christ, that neither death or life will separate us from the love of God, that we will have eyes for Jesus only, where we live our lives.
Africa is a diverse and striking continent with its people and landscapes. A popular destination among tourists, Africa hides diverse and contrasting realities. It's estimated that millions of Christians live in the region, some in countries with a Muslim majority, others in countries with a Christian majority. But in the bigger part of the region below the Sahara Desert, known as Sub-Saharan Africa, following Jesus Christ can cost you your life. The presence of Islamic extremist groups is growing day by day and threatens families and even entire cities. In this context, Christians are considered sheep destined for the slaughterhouse. While working in the plantation, Gertrude and her husband were violently attacked by militants from the Allied Democratic Forces. Returning home for the preaching of gospel, Lalise's husband was murdered while passing through a Muslim community. Woke was forced to marry a Muslim, but her heart continued to follow Jesus. After her husband's death, she was left unprotected, and his family poured gasoline and set fire to her belongings without her knowledge. The consequences were devastating. With each jihadist attack on Fati's village, fear increased, and her family was forced to move. But persecution followed them. Pastors in Nigeria witnessed their villages being invaded, looted, and burned, with many of their sheep killed or kidnapped. 95% of deaths of Christians are reported to happen in sub-Saharan Africa. That makes Africa the deadliest continent for Christians. Through the love of Christ, our brothers and sisters face death every day, and regardless of the risks, they persevere. What if you could bring hope and strength to each one of them? On the 15th of June 2025, you can join Christians across Africa to make a difference in the lives of the persecuted Christians in Africa. During Persecution Sunday 2025, you can impact and bring transformation to the lives of African Christians, strengthening them through intercession so that neither death nor life can separate them from the love of God. Join us and help the African Church to persevere.
So if we look at some of the statistics, I'm not going to share all the statistics that's there, but it says that 4,250 Christians were killed in this last year. That was the watch list, of which 94 was in Nigeria. But this is the little pamphlet I handed to you, so you can go and read on your own time some of the statistics. You can just go forward. I think it's a little bit forward, the statistics. I think I'm jumping a little bit. I think my slides, there we go. So just an idea. I'm not going to read all the statistics. You can go and read about it in this little pamphlet. And the main thing is also the people getting displaced. There's 16 million Christians that's been displaced of the 36,000. So 36,000 altogether, just influenced by civil wars and all these extremists. So we've got Hamas and ISIS and Hamas and Boko Haram and all these different groups coming in. Then also Christians that is of a Muslim origin. So a lot of the time it's okay if you're a Muslim or if you've converted from Muslim to Christianity, but don't share your faith, then it's a problem. Then you will be targeted. And like Wooker that we saw, that was set alight, her home, and got burned as well. But even Wooker was saying, she was trying not to be a Christian. It's too hard. She said it was too hard. The persecution was too safe, but she couldn't. She couldn't turn away from Jesus, even though she tried. She said, I wanted to go away from Jesus. This is too hard. But she said, every time I realize He's my hope. And so in the midst of it, she said, you know what, this is temporary. This world is temporary. We've got a hope, and that is what they're making them strong. And the prayer is to stay in the midst of all that persecution and to actually bring the hope to others as well. And the prayers is for these extremists to actually come to the Lord. So we've got the extremist groups that you've seen coming in and just causing havoc. I've jumped, and in Nigeria we've spoke about Nigeria really being a point of prayer. So North Korea, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, and then those first on the top 10 that you'll see on your map. Please continue to keep praying for them. I'm going to share you a testimony of Pastor Zachariah in Mangu in Nigeria.
Da na dawo gida da safe, abinda nakan gani shine na hadu da mutane suna tafiya hanya, jikinsu duk kwaba tabo, domin sun scroll ne a kasa, sun wuce, sun sira a wannan attack din. So da yawa suna da raunuka a jiki, sai a hanya na gaggawakin mutane wanda an riga an harbe su sun mutu. Na shiga gidana ba abinda na iya gani, an kone komai da komai da kayana da kai, everything a gidana. Ina ta duba ko zan ga matana da yarona, ban iya gani ba. Sai da na shiga cikin ɗaki rubebe amin kitchen wanda dama an riga an bari, sai na je na samu gawakin su a ciki. Abin ya faru, sai na ji kaman Ubangiji ya yashe ni, domin ina gani har na ce inda Ubangijin Allah ne da gaskiya, don ne ya bar wayannan mutane sun zo su mana irin wannan bala'i. Ina shi yake, Allah yake, da shi ba zai doke fansa ba. Domin tunanina sai yana komawa kan abubuwan da suka faru. amma da na zo bitar nan sai na samu hankali na ya kwanta. Sun iya koyar da mu sani cewa Allah yakan bar wasu abubuwa su faru ne a lokacin da ya ga dama. Kuma sun koyar da mu yadda za mu iya gafarta ma wanda suka yi mana iri wannan rauni. Wannan koyarwan gaskiya karfafa ni ba kadan ba. Domin a yanzu haka na ji a ran na cewa Ubangijin Allah ya gafarta musu su ma su samu ceton Ubangijin Allah. Ban so su mutu a zunubansu ba kamar yadda
So yeah, that is through the trauma counseling that Open Doors provides. He could come to a place where he said, let's forgive. Let's pray for them. So I know, and I think that's always the call. So even for us, like he can forgive those that has killed his family, who's that person we might need to forgive today? So, and then I'm just going to read here. Why do we need to pray? Because their needs are many and often beyond what we can do. So pray for the Lord's intervention, because He's powerful enough to reach where we cannot and do what we cannot. We challenge you to cry out for the violent persecution of Christians throughout sub-Saharan Africa. Prayer is the most important thing you can offer persecuted Christians. Cry out for the African church to persevere amid severe persecution and to be resilient, resourced, and influential. As well as making a difference, your prayers are a way for you to participate in what God will do on the African continent. So yeah, for those that has been contributing and has signed up, thank you, because for 2023, 300,000 Christians could be helped in Nigeria. So we provide food, we provide trauma counseling, we provide Bibles. So thank you for those that has helped and contributed and prayer and in your prayer. And Open Doors has also been involved in sub-Saharan Africa since 1990, obviously monitoring, and hence this call today, because we're seeing how things are changing. So then there's a campaign to be signed. So you can go to Open Doors and you'll find there's a petition that you can sign. I'll also have my computer afterwards that you can come and fill in for the petition. And the petition is to, by 2026, have 4 million votes to take to the UN to raise awareness and say, why is nothing being done? Why? Because the church has called on us. They said, please take action. Please don't forget us. Please stand with us. So then I would also encourage you to sign up. Please, before you leave, give me your signed little slip if you have not done that, so that you can receive the prayer requests. When things are urgent, prayers are needed, they send out WhatsApps, they send out communication of what is happening. And then keep the pen, and as you write something, if you see Open Doors, pray. So this is also just a reminder to a call for prayer, that as you write with this pen, please pray for the church.
Let me tell you, here where we are, millions of Christians are displaced. Here in Nigeria, millions of Christians are displaced in the whole Africa. News don't carry it. Politicians, they don't talk about it. Government don't talk about it. Nobody talks about it. We are remaining in the darkness, as if we are being rejected, as if God don't even know the reason why He created us. We don't even know where we are.
Let it be known today, we're taking a stand. We will not bow down to any other. other God. Let it be known today, we're taking a stand. We will only bow to Jehovah. Oh mama, oh yeah, oh mama. From the south to the north we take a stand. From the west to the east we won't turn down our voice. In the name of the Lord we stand as one. He can deliver us, but even if He won't, we won't bow down, we won't give in, we won't give up our faith in Him. He's a refuge and a hiding place. He's our God and we are His people. Let it be known today, we're taking a stand. We will not bow down to any other God. Let it be known today, we're taking a stand. We will only bow to Jehovah. Oh mama, oh mama, oh yeah, oh mama. Every child from every home we raise our hands. Both the young and the old we join our hearts as one. In the pain and the tears we cry of love. You can deliver us, but even if you won't, we won't back down. You won't give in, we won't give up our faith in you. Though the enemy rages and the fight goes on, we now declare, stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop the violence. Let it be known today. Let it be known today. Let it be known today. Let it be known. Let it be known. See mama. See mama. My sister has been raised to life. See mama. So rise and shine, for your light has come. See mama. My sister has been raised to life. See mama. So rise and shine, for your light has come. See mama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it be known today, we're taking a stand. Kexia Beruchi and Sekdi Mendaland. Najulikane leo, tumechukua msimamo. Sizokota ma kujehova kufela. Maria Sania Ejeno Kabadu Mangwaze Gena Mula Sikata Kadu. We only bow. Eye bana lelo tuzuya kateli. Toko huba maseli boso ya Jehovah. Zamurusuma wa Jehovah. Hatutamsujudia Mungu mwingine yeyote. Hatutamsujudia Mungu mwingine yeyote. Hatutamsujudia Mungu mwingine yeyote. Hatutamsujudia Mungu mwingine